So, I received a comment from an anonymous vegan. It seems they could be a fake account, but that's not the important part. The important part is they sent a comment saying how can you oppress animals is just people 100 years ago saying how can you oppress blacks? You didn't explain why animals can't be oppressed, you just asserted it. Well, maybe if you watch my videos, you would probably understand why I'm saying this. So, animals can't be oppressed because they live on instinct. They don't have the ability to feel oppressed. They don't have the ability to feel racism or speciesism, whatever you want to call it, okay? What that vegan teacher likes to say. Either way, animals don't have that ability. They're food, okay? So, okay, let's just say the domesticated animals. We have domesticated animals as pets, whatever, that's fine. But even then, they don't have the ability to feel oppression. Now, because people have compassion and everything, like we have the ability to feel much more than animals do. Like our brain capacity is much higher than that of animals, which is why we don't live on instincts. We have that mentality. But let's just say you're right. Let's just say that animals do feel oppression. Let's just add that into the equation, okay? Well, wouldn't that mean that plants feel oppressed too? I'm just saying. And what you vegans also don't understand is when you eat your Beyond Burgers or Impossible Whoppers, you're replicating the taste of meat. Well, you're trying to at least. And you're trying to take all your vegetables and turn them into meat products. So if you don't like the taste of meat and you don't like the idea of eating animals, why make them taste like that? I bet a lot of vegans can't explain that one. Except one vegan said that those kind of foods were actually meant for the omnivores so we could become vegan. Which is funny because it's still vegans that are making the product. So you guys are making the product. We're just the ones eating it. But you guys eat those products too. I know a lot of vegans that do eat fortified foods. So, if you so love your animals so much, why are you trying to replicate the taste of meat? Whether you're doing it for yourselves or another, you're the ones replicating the food. Pretty demented, isn't it? But still, you guys still eat those kind of foods. Maybe not all vegans. I believe that vegan teacher, for the most part, eats nuts, seeds, and all that stuff. And she rarely cooks the vegan sausages. She still does, though. That's the thing. She still buys the products, even though she says she don't eat them often. So, in that case, she's still guilty of the same thing every other vegan is guilty of. You guys love the taste of meat. If you couldn't replicate it, you'd be eating animals. End of story. So, I actually think it's funny that you feel that food can feel oppressed. Because that's what animals are, is food. They're either food or pets. You choose one. Because everything is food for something. And even if we're not eating them, other animals are. So explain the oppression in that. So are you saying that other animals are feeling oppressed from other animals? Because obviously, if we're taking the blame for something like that, then wouldn't that make every other animal on this planet guilty? But yeah, animals don't have the brain capacity to feel oppressed. They live on instinct, as I've said before. But you can keep trying, you know what I mean? Also, vegans are using animals too. Yeah, you need the bees to pollinate your crops. So you're using bees to create your food. No matter how you look at it, vegans are just as guilty.